Did you know that according of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics in the American Association of Colleges of Nursing, 109,000 new nursing students will be needed through 2032? What that means that clinics, hospitals in the communities are in need of people passionate to step into this new role right now. Here I have Alice and Tim with me. My name is Livini Shetler, and I'm going to be talking about why you should pursue a nursing career. You know, whether you're just exploring new careers, or if you already have a career and you just trying to figure out if that's something that you actually want to do, maybe understanding how nursing works and what we do, the salaries, maybe that will help you furthermore. And according to the AACN and BLS, the nursing workforce is just going to grow in the next 10 years. It's expected to grow between 5 and 6%, which is great. You know, me coming from Brazil and working as a nanny right now and trying to pursue this dream, I try to understand and I research deeply and see, you know, how the nurses can impact not just my life, but the patient's life also. And I'm going to be talking about 3 different topics today that it's going to make it a little bit more easier for us to understand. The first topic is job security and the financial stability, right? The second thing is the deep sense of purpose when you go to work and you feel that you need it. Actually helps a lot. And 3 is the flexibility and career diversities. You know, a lot of people trying to find careers right now that actually can give you a lot of flexibility. And let's talk about what makes nursing a very secure job right now, you know, and why we should do that. We know the economy, it's very, you can't trust, right? Some days are great, some days are not, and you cannot just trust. And being a nurse, you know, independent of if you're gonna have a pandemic, if it's gonna have a war, you're going to be needed. You know, according to Forbes and Eva Chang, she says that healthcare is not slowing down, and it doesn't matter what's going on. It's going to continue to grow. And also Bloomberg, it's a journalist. He said that America is in dire of healthcare workers, and the pandemic, the COVID-19, just made it even worse, the situation. And let's talk about the compensations, right? How much the nurse would make. In average, the nurse would make yearly $93,000, but you can make even more if you work overtime, if you have different certifications, and you have great healthcare benefits. You have dental insurance, even some hospitals and help you to pay for your further education, which is great. You know, you can work in a small town, you can work in a big city, you can work in a hospital. It's very versatile. You know, people think that you being a nurse is a dead end career. Not really. It's just the beginning, because you can choose from different, you can do a lot of things. You know, you can work in the clinics, you can work in hospitals, you can work in the you know, it's a field that is it's a lot you can choose from. And you know, being a nanny taught me that you're gonna be present in this most vulnerable moments in the people's lives, and creates a bond that it's just so special. You know, you're going to be there for their births, you're going to be there for when they're recovering from surgeries, you're going to be there even when they're passing away, you know, and you're going to become part of those people's memories. So we need to be great at it. And studies prove that professionals nurse professionals are the most trusted professionals that we have in America, even more than doctors, which is crazy because it's you just build this intimate relationship with your patient, and then you're just there for them, and then going to work and understand that just your presence going to bring those people comfort is just so great. You grow resilience, you grow empathy. It makes your have a communication that's great. You grow critical thinking, and every day you just teaching and learning something from your patient. And as a nurse, you have it's very versatile. You can work, do you want to work 12-hour shifts, you got it. If you want to travel, you got it also. So it's it's a lot you can choose from. You can also become a teacher. You can work in that administration. It's just a lot to choose from. I've talked about what you should pursue this career, but you could be thinking also, like, it's so stressful. The nursing school is really challenging. I don't have a scientific background, but you know what? A lot of people, thousands of people graduate from nursing with different backgrounds, and if I can do it coming from a different country, learning a different language, working and studying, anybody can do it, right? So here's what I'm asking you to do today. Not asking you to commit to anything. Just try to research about it. Try to read. Try to shadow